Hello everyone and welcome back. It's Tom Stanley again, and we're going to do the next installment on the Juke lift using the Tema 4x4 kit that I purchased off of eBay. Now, as I'd mentioned in the earlier video, I'm quite confident that this thing needs a new set of shock absorbers. So yesterday I went on the hunt, dropped into a couple of auto parts stores in town, and much to my surprise and delight, I found a very simple Monroe shock absorber. Nothing crazy, nothing expensive, just a simple Monroe shock absorber that is 40 millimeters longer. So talk about luck, just exactly the extra length on the shock that we need. So let me just spin the camera around here and I'll give you a look at what I found. Yes, so here we are. Take a look at that. The original shock over here on the upper side and this Monroe replacement on the lower side. I'm getting right down to the nitty-gritty. If we look at the working end, we've got an extension of, literally by measurement, 39 millimeters longer than the original shock absorber. We come down to the end. This shock is not equipped with the bushing, but that was no problem. That was available as well at the same parts store. We just picked up the correct bushing, the right width and the right inner diameter for the fit that we need to achieve. And just for everybody's benefit here, if you take a look, there's your number, Monroe D7694. And from an application point of view, this fits a Toyota RAV4. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to get on to putting the shock absorbers in, then we're going to spin the Juke around, lift up the front end, and do the kit installation for the front suspension. Oh yes, and just another point to note in regard to the new shock absorbers, they come with hardware kit. So you get the upper and lower bushings, you get the two washers, and the nut for the top. And as I'd already mentioned, those are the bushings that go down in the bottom. So those bushings were available just as a kit from the shop that I bought the shocks from. All right, so with that in hand, I'm going to get to work. I'll be back soon. So here we are under the car, and that new Monroe shock has been fitted. I will say, even though it's 40 mil longer, I had to, as I'm about to do on the right side, I had to jack up on the suspension arm. The shock mount is down here. I had to jack up on that suspension arm to get the pin from the upper mount pin on the shock to go up through the mounting hole. So I did test them against the originals. I extended the original as far as possible, and it is indeed 40 mil longer than the original. However, I think it's going to take a little bit of settling in for those spring spacers before these shocks don't run the risk of actually overextending their travel length. That's just going to be a matter of time, but at least I've got the confidence of knowing we do have shocks in there that are indeed 40 mil longer in their travel length than the originals. Left side's in, right side next. Alright, so I've got the Monroe shocks installed on both sides, and I'm just taking it for a run up a fairly rutted road, and I have to say I'm not sensing any length of extension issues with it, and I do think that'll get better as those spacer bushings settle in. The ride, as you'd probably expect, is a wee bit firmer. Putting a 40 mil spacer above a spring, you can only expect that you're going to get more of a firm ride. So with that, I think I'm going to call the rear installation complete and successful. I'm going to cut off this video, and then we're going to start up on the installation of the front. So yeah, thanks for watching the little short here on the shock install, and really pleased once again that I found some reasonably priced Monroe shocks that'll do the job rather than some $1,000 or $1,500 coil-over Konis or, you know, whatever, all the really cool four-wheel drive stuff. So yeah, I mean, we're talking in New Zealand dollars, these were 250 bucks. So in America, it's probably like $10. All right, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back soon with the installation of the front.